Everyone on YouTube is going to tell you Instagram is the place to be, and having a presence there is great, but Twitter is an incredibly underutilized platform in comparison, which means that there's a lot of opportunity. If you aren't using Twitter yet, I highly recommend that you get on it, and if you are using Twitter, then I'm going to talk about some ways that you can generate more engagement so you can grow your account and get more followers. What's up everyone, it's Ashley, and it's time to talk Twitter. Now, I've been on the platform since 2008, but until the past couple of years, I don't really do that much. And then my account blew up. There were really two big reasons for this. One, I had multiple tweets go viral, and two, I ended up spending a lot more time on the platform. Now, because I can't force someone to retweet or to comment on something that I've created, that means that really only one of these was controlled by me. I can't force a tweet to go viral, but I can spend a lot more time on the platform learning about what works and what doesn't, and increase my chances of people actually commenting on my stuff and noticing it. So getting more engagement really comes down to three different things. You want to spend more time on the platform, you want to create better, more interesting tweets that capture people's attention, and you want to engage back. When it comes to time spent on the platform, you do want to check in multiple times a day. You want to be responding to as many people as you can. And the more time that you spend on Twitter, the more the algorithm notices it and supposedly puts you in front of more people. Remember, algorithms are always changing, so you can't guarantee that this strategy is always going to work and is going to work for every single unique person that is on the platform. But it can be helpful, and it can lead to you learning more about the platform and creating better content for people that live there. Due to the addictive nature of social media platforms, this is generally pretty easy to ensure that you're doing. But if you're not already addicted to Twitter, then I recommend checking in once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once in the evening for about 5 minutes at a time. Make sure that you're responding to people who you think you would resonate with. Make sure that you're talking to as many people as possible, responding to your DMs and to your own comments. Pay attention to what people are currently talking about, what's working for them and what's not working for them, and really try to absorb as much information as you can while you're on Twitter. The more time you spend on the platform with the intention to learn, the more you're going to figure out what works and what doesn't work, and you're going to be able to create tweets that will get attention and people will notice. So learning to create better tweets really is just learning what it takes to convince someone to click like, retweet, or comment, and to follow through with following you. Follow through with following you. Okay. Now, I've talked about this in one of our previous Twitter videos, but in order to get one of those three forms of engagement, here's what you should be doing. People usually like something because they want to acknowledge that they've seen it and found it interesting in some way. I personally consider likes as I've kind of missed the mark for resonating enough to get a retweet or to get comments and to generate conversation. In order to get a retweet, you say something on behalf of a large group of people, you say something that is very relatable, that deeply resonates with people, and they want to share it not just with themselves, but with their own audiences. And then comments usually happen because you've created something that can be conversational. Usually it's because you ask a question in your tweet or you say something that people want to make sure that they can add their input to. So here's what I would do right now if I was trying to generate likes on a tweet. I would share about Stream Coach and the work that I'm doing to create my business. I would talk about what's going on in my personal life, or I would share something simple like a selfie and ask people how they're doing today. My format for retweets is a little bit different. I like to empathize with people and show that I know what they're going through. And then I like to provide a very short, fresh perspective in the middle of the tweet. And then the end of the tweet, I like to really deliver something punchy that makes them get hit with emotion. One of my most recent tweets is a perfect example of this. It says, "We chase followers because we think having lots of them will finally make us matter to ourselves and to others." So there I'm trying to get empathy. I'm trying to make people understand that I get them. Then the fresh perspective is they don't. Numbers can't make you happy if you hate yourself. Fresh perspective to some, not so much to others, but it's a bold statement. Then the emotional piece to deliver it home for them is True happiness is a state of being, not a destination you achieve at whatever thousand. This speaks to people and gets retweeted because it's an emotional reminder to judge ourselves based on our character and who we are, not based on numbers, which my audience being content creators, they understand this experience. They live every single day judging themselves by their numbers, having other people judge them based on their viewership, how many subscribers they've got, how many followers they have, how much attention they're generating. And it's great to remind ourselves that that is not the end-all be-all of who we are. Retweets really come down to identifying and empathizing with a problem in your industry, providing a fresh perspective on that problem, and then driving it home emotionally for people. The next piece here is engaging back. Now, creating great content is awesome, and Twitter loves whenever you spend a lot of time on their platform, but also, how active are you? Are you responding to things that people are saying? Are you following other people? Are you keeping up with what's going on in your industry's zeitgeist? A mistake I see a lot of people making here, especially in the online entrepreneur community, is that people try to sell themselves too much to the point where it feels inauthentic and not organic. You don't want to come across as a desperate salesperson. You want people to connect with you on a human being level. And this level is so much more powerful than being sold to. When they connect to you emotionally and they start to like you and they start to trust you, that leads to more followers, better relationships, more impact, and more income. When you can connect on a human being level, you don't need hashtags, you don't need scummy marketing practices, and you don't have to force your way into people caring about you. It just happens authentically. Now, this is only a small portion of what I did to grow my Twitter account to over 16,000 followers. If you want to learn how I grew to 10K fast without being scummy or scamming people, click on this video over here and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!